A number of months ago, I made a video about e-cigarettes, but I went into some directions on it that aren't necessary for just people asking about e-cigarettes in general. I was making it kind of specific for people on smoking clinic boards. So I want to do a shorter video about my view on e-cigarettes. What's prompting it today was yesterday, for the first time on a cable station, I saw a commercial for an e-cigarette. And I hadn't seen this before. I've seen e-cigarette stands in shopping malls. I see things online all the time, but I never saw it on television until yesterday. And what caught me was the catchphrase that I think was used. I saw the commercial quickly, and I'm recording this a day later, and I don't remember the word for word, but I believe the catchphrase that was used in the ad was, "You could reclaim your freedom." Now, I love this one because they weren't talking about it as a cessation aid. And I want to point out, I don't believe in e-cigarettes as cessation aids. But I have the luxury that I don't have to go into this defense of, oh, but I believe in NRTs, and why can't this just be an NRT? Well, I have very, comprehensive views on why I don't think, NRT, nicotine replacement therapies, really are a good way to quit smoking. So can e-cigarettes be used like a nicotine replacement therapy? Well, probably. But does that mean I give it any value? Well, no. I value it the way I would value any nicotine replacement therapy. I value it less right now because, again, being unregulated, we don't know if there's something wrong, if there's, the standards and quality control of how it's being produced and what you're putting in your body. But that's a side issue. For cessation, it's probably as worthless as all of them are. Okay, but the idea that I think that it's being used as you can reclaim your freedom by staying addicted to nicotine. Again, they're using it where, you could smoke in places where, you can't smoke cigarettes. And that's unfortunate in a way because, one of the things that get people wanting to quit smoking is because they're so limited in where they can smoke, and it becomes so awkward that often becomes one of those really key pieces of information to make people want to quit smoking. There's lots of other reasons. Again, they can save their life, they can save lots of money, they're saving their health. There's just a slew of benefits that you can get by quitting smoking. And if one of the things that make you want to quit is because of how uncomfortable you are when you can't smoke in so many different places, well, e-cigarettes take that out of the equation for those people. That may keep them smoking. That may cost them all the other benefits that they would have gained if they'd quit smoking. But gaining your freedom by continuing to use nicotine, that's ridiculous. That's not how you regain freedom. We're dealing with a drug addiction here. The way you reclaim freedom from drug addiction is you break free from the addiction. All this product will do, if used the way that people are using it, encourage you to use it basically in these kind of ads, or just in, how people are using it, is that supplement to get through the times where they can't smoke. That doesn't reclaim your freedom. That may be keeping you hooked. And to use the concept of you reclaim your freedom by staying addicted to nicotine is just plain ludicrous. The way to get freedom from nicotine, when you break free from cigarettes, the way to truly get freedom from nicotine is not just breaking free from the cigarettes anymore. It's breaking free from all delivery systems of nicotine. That would be nicotine gums, nicotine patches, nicotine inhalers, nicotine water. It exists. All these different things that come out that deliver nicotine, it's keeping you addicted. It's keeping you paying money to a supplier who is making a little small fortune off of you because you are a drug addict. It's keeping you in a withdrawal state that you have to keep administering nicotine every 20 or 30 or 40 minutes in your life. You got to keep on delivering this to stave off withdrawal. Withdrawal that would stop the day you would quit smoking and stop delivering all nicotine products. Then you become free. You may not feel that way the first few days, but you know what? You get a few days under your belt where you really are free from nicotine. And then you start realizing of how much smoking you were doing because you had to keep feeding an addiction as opposed to what you were doing because you had some sort of freedom of choice to do what you were doing. You were smoking because you had no choice. You were smoking because you were trying again to alleviate a drug withdrawal state. A drug withdrawal state that again stops as soon as you quit smoking and get over the initial detoxifying period of nicotine, get through 72 hours, whatever would happen would peak, get through 2 weeks. There's no need for nicotine whatsoever. There's no real physical side effects of substance at that point, and you'll never face it again. You will reclaim your freedom. You will be free from nicotine, and you'll be able to stay free forever by now just never administering nicotine from any other source. And as far as for cigarettes go, just to keep remembering to stick to the commitment that you hopefully made the day you stopped, to never take another puff.